Okay, think I got sound now. Yay. So this is start back over again. This is Rick Koppel. When it's in Denver, Colorado. Another episode of Not a Linux Guru Guy. Today we're going to be checking out a TileOS Hobo Linux Guru Guy. That's me because I forgot to shave the last couple of days. So, oh well. So I'll hold a Hobo-ish today. So anyway, we're checking out TileOS, yeah. Before we get to that though, I want to get some things I need to stuff that needs to happen. Like, I need sound check for one thing. See if this is cooking across the thing I think it is. So I need to go here. And if it, yeah, that's it. So we'll go live. Click on that. The thing I think it is. Yep, we have sound coming out. So I need to go here, and I'm going to pop out my chat over here and pull it over on this page. That's it. So that I can have, click on that. The feedback, I think it is. Yep, we have sound coming out. So I need to pop out to those. Go here. Chat's popped out. I'm going to pop out my chat over here and pull it over on this page. That's it. So that I can have, click on that. Showing a lot of me feedback, I think it is. Yep, we have sound coming out. Yeah. So I need to pop out to those. Go here. Chat's popped out. I'm going to pop out my chat over here and pull it over on this page. That's it. Yeah, I cut that out so we should be able to get live chat, store chat. Okay. And I guess we'll probably put the chat in the chat window, pop out chat window, just for, I don't know. I need to have it available all the time, I think. I'm going to do this and this chat here. Shrink this down to low level so I can see it. I can bring it over to me. Oops, put it on the spot. And I'm going to shrink this down here. Yeah, I appreciate you hanging on with me, baby. I know nobody appears to be on yet, but that's probably a good thing in that sense. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm set. And so we're ready to start our TileOS extravaganza. Yeah. So we have TileOS, and it's interesting distro in that it forms a base where you can plug in other tiling window managers into the system. At least according to that. Now it says it's game changing. Some people have talked about it being game changing distro. I suppose. I mean, you put a title window manager on any distro, but this does some things. It starts with Debian 12. It's a base. It's based on Debian 12. It starts with that, and then puts things like Sway and River right now are the only two that are on there. They plan to put a lot more tiling window managers in there for your choice to pick from, but however, they want to use those two to start out with, and that's ones they got. So Sway's are flagship. That's what we're going to take a check out. Sway. Plus, I know Sway because I use it all the time on my desktop here. But this desktop I have on right now runs Debian 12 with Sway on it with way bar in it. So see what they've done to theirs. it's any good or not. We'll find out. All right, so before we do that, let's go to the web page and take a look at that and see what it is. Not much there, but we can take a peek at it anyway, right? Okay. Then I put that on page 3, I think. No, workspace 2. Okay. So here we are on the web page. And we go back to the top here. And see must be that. Here we go. Yay. Okay, so they have a minimal web page here, but it's okay. Not bad. And it says TileOS, Debian-based distribution with the tile and window managers. Some of the features of this is stable and solid Debian-based with some packages backported from Debian testing. There's certain packages they get from Debian testing that are backported through their system. They have those available for you to look at. Not bad. So then we have all these other benefits they list here. If there's any that are interesting to us. Yeah, that's kind of nice thing. It's all pre-configured. You use it right out of the box. You don't have to go in and set a config file and all that kind of stuff. We'll see what they've done to that. That's interesting too. Fresh stable graphics drivers, Mesa backported from Debian testing. So we get the more up-to-date Mesa backported. Many device drivers and non-free firmware included in the base system. Thanks to Debian 12. Yep. So that's obviously includes some performance optimizations as well as some system tweaks. Okay. And they also include additional repositories for installing programs not found in Debian, such as OnlyOffice, VirtualBox, LibreWolf, Visual Studio Code, and Brave. That's interesting because I usually have to install the Flatpak version of LibreWolf, which is my favorite browser to use. I'm used to. And, well, yeah, so that'd be interesting to see how that works on there. Because I think it comes with Firefox. Because you can install LibreWolf from the repositories. That's cool. So ability to install additional software in the Calamaris installer, so you can install additional software. Okay, so those are some of the features. Now, interestingly enough, they also have you got TileOS 1 T-Rex Way Edition. That's one we'll be looking at in a minute. They also have the River Edition. River is another Wayland tiling. That's also another interesting thing they're sticking with Wayland tiling managers right now. At least these two are. I don't know if they're going to put in a X11 org or if they're just going to go with Wayland. That's it. Find out, I guess, eventually. Now, system requirements is you got a CPU dual-core with 1.6 gigahertz. RAM is 1 gigabyte, recommended 2. Most people have a lot more than 2 gigabytes on their computer. I have one back here. It came with 2 gigabytes originally. So theoretically, run on that. Storage space is 20 gigabytes. GPU, any Intel or AMD GPU, NVIDIA cards require additional settings and are not officially supported. Known issues. Secure boot is not officially supported and may break your system. Use it at your own risk. If any of these issues here would be deal breakers for you, you don't want to use it, I guess. Yet. We may eventually get these things worked out. The installer currently has problems installing on encrypted partitions. In other words, wipe your computer, your encrypted partitions, and that kind of thing before you start it. The installer currently has installation issues when selecting a non-Latin keyboard layout, example Russian. You need to use English keyboard layout while installing the system. system reading it better, and you can choose one that you need. So in other words, during the installation, you have to use English. They don't have a way to, for you to use Russian or Arabic or things like that, I guess. So, but once you install a system, you can set it to whatever flavor of language you want, I guess. And if you also, this may be a deal breaker for some of you who have having boot problems on VMware virtual machines. If you want to install it on a virtual machine, you may have problems with it. So, yeah, I'm not sure what kind of problems. It says boot problems. So there you go. Those are known issues that they have listed for they still have to work out and things of that nature. So that's that, and that's all the web page is except downloads. Now I downloaded. You can download from here if you want. You can download your checksums and check it out. You can also download it from here. Click this, download Swayer, you can download River. You download checksums, 256 or 5, MD5. One of those two. So that's interesting. I also get source code here. There's your Telegram group and Mastodon group. Check them out. In that regard, anyway, we'll see what we got, okay? Ready to go take a looky at it? Look, see? Go through the installation process, which is kind of tomorrow, so it should be pretty easy. Find out, but I haven't installed it yet, but I've looked at the live version a good bit, and we will look at it together once we get it installed on this hard drive over here. So let's go do that first. Okay. Now you should see the TileOS. I don't know what I want to say, TileOS. Anyway, TileOS Sway Edition on the computer screen here. And so you have that there, and you got all this fun stuff you want to look at. And it's very colorful the way they've done the thing. They also have a lot more stuff than standard Sway does, obviously, because standard Sway just has this part up here. The oops, kind of put my cursor up here. It just has this part here is the only part you get. This date function. But they have more in this, and it's not the current sway bar, even though they have the sway bar in there. It doesn't really, they've done something to it, apparently. They threw all this other stuff into it. So we'll check in and see what that is. Here in a minute. Polybar or what? Anyway. And they have the workspaces over here. One. Did you know Sway usually just shows the one workspace that you got open, or anything you have open on the workspace stays on the workspace. Workspace pops over. So that's why you only have one workspace here. One. They also have the same over here. I'm not sure what it is exactly. Looks like a rocket or something there. But click over here and see if there's anything. Oh. Here it's kind of like your menu pop-up thing. It pops up with your menus things. So if you're used to doing settings when you click on things, you can use this instead. Interesting. So yeah, Rofi. Rofi is operated by Super D, and it pops open a combine, so it may be a little more than what I like. I like just the run part of it. You can check that out when we get into the config file. Anyway, yeah, so you got all the stuff, you have all this right there. You have to go hunting for it in the file and figure out what it is before you can use it. You just go here and click on that. So that's what that is. You like mouse? Yes, your mouse. Like keyboard? You got your keyboard. You got everything you want. Pretty cool. So I guess if we install something on here. I'm assuming they don't have a software manager type thing on here, do they? Let's see. Let's see software manager. No, I do not. Firmware. Yeah, that's all I see on here is just there's your file manager. Let's install this probably and see what we get anyway on it. So that's now you can also just do Rovi, which is like I said, install Super D and pop all that, and then you just type in whatever you want to type in. Like you want to install. There, just do run install all this. Away you go. We'll try this just after fun of it. Do one click to get it going. This computer does not satisfy the minimum requirements for installing TileOS 1. Why that? System is not connected. Oh, well, it's not connected. Yeah. Remember that from one of the times. Like something happened. Yeah, but it's interesting because you can connect from internet from these things up here. See, this is that sound. This internet here. It has to give you this down here. Your keyboard. The copy fan. Yeah. Put in my password. Put in my router. Didn't like what I put in there, apparently. Maybe mechanical keyboards don't get along too well sometimes. Let's see. Mess that up too. Yeah, I need to change the color scheme on this part because I can't hardly read connecting on there. It's very light blue. And it's yeah, the first part right up to the last. That should do it. Yeah, there's much trouble connecting to my router. There we go, router. 95% where it was 0, and it's got a couple fan, which is my ASP on this. That's good. And yeah, all these different things up here you can get by clicking on them. This help file, I think. Oh, scratch pad. Oh, I see. You get a lot of meta shift plus this, that, and the other thing. This gives you a list of all your key bindings. Excellent, excellent. Good, I heard it quit. Yeah, system connection. Anyway, that's a help file. So anytime you need to know what the key binding is for certain thing, you check that and it should tell you. Well, it's got in here. Yeah, toggle flows between tiling and floating. What is that? Looks like Super Plus underline bracket, like a bracket on that's been knocked over on the side. I don't have that key on my keyboard. Interesting. Let's see what it is when we get into the meat of this thing. That's cool. I hadn't checked that. Here you got night color mode enabled. Your power saving disabled. We'll disable that. I don't like my power saved. And then you got your notifications, keyboard, at your CPU usage. You got your core list there. Then you have memory, 1.3 gigabytes used. So that's kind of a little heavy for a window manager usually. But they probably have a lot of things cooking in the background on this one. Yeah, we just looked at Wi-Fi. This is your sound. Goes up and down with you go in it. It says sound 150, I think. Maybe that's why maybe we can gain that blinky thing. Take this down and see what we got. There you go, maybe now it won't be blinking on us all the time. 70%, 100% microphone, the date, and even have a power button. When you click on it, gives you this pop. So it has reboot, shut it down, and hibernate, suspend, all that good stuff. So, yeah. So, I don't know if we need to restart this, but I'm going to restart it anyway. We get this. I don't know how you quit this out of this. Still focus window. Anyway. Install TileOS. And it says, welcome to your X-Ray Edition. So we're ready to tell you you need to turn on your internet. This computer does not meet all the specifications for TileOS. Ah, you turn on your internet. Funny. So anyway, uh, we got American English is my native language. Yep, those one I can speak fluently. Usually, some people would question it though. Oh, I have a wife. Okay, so America, New York. We got Denver over here. Mountain time zones where I'm at. Obviously, so click next. Then we have English US keyboards and your default English US keyboard. That works for me. That's good. Next. Okay, so here we have software applications you can install. Accessories. Past I've had these things where you didn't really install what you wanted, so let's see how this works at least. We'll just pick a few pads. A few of them. Here's pick mouse pad. Text editor. And so we'll pick out of that. Just YouTube. No, we don't really have anything need for software development stuff, so we'll skip that. And so we're just testing this out for now. And let's see, games. What kind of game do they have in here? Okay, DOS box, Game Hub, Gamer Mode, Game Scope, Lutris, Mammy, UT version or something. Another HD version 64 plus. Nestopia. Proton Tricks. RetroArch. Steam. Stella. I am all the same. So you got a lot of games that you select here. Unfortunately, they don't have what do you call it? Tux Extreme Racer. At your next viewing. And I didn't have that one for some reason. I don't know sure why. So we'll go on. I won't select any games for the time being. But you have your Steam and all that stuff you could install for that function. Okay. Graphics, that's where I use more of my stuff. Inkscape, I use Inkscape. I've used GIMP a little bit, but not much. I use Inkscape and Creative for most of my stuff. Okay, raw header, restore, simple scan. See how it does installing Inkscape and Creative. Check it out. The internet, I already that they leave real flavor, which they say they do. And the thing, the people you want to Hebrew wolf there. Give me while I wipe my eyes. My eyes are kind of watering me heavy today. So we got that. We have the Hebrew wolf. We'll check see if that blooms out and looks good. What version it is, all that good stuff. Then we'll also check out other things like we won't worry about the rest of the browsers, but it comes with Firefox automatically. It's got Firefox on it right now, I think. Or will when we install it at least. I think it will. We'll find out. We just picked a browser to stick on the live version, but so whatever you want on there. So we shall see. Let's see. What do we got here? We got key browser. Quaternom, whatever that is. Basel. Thunderbird, Telegram. Yeah, let's check see how well it solves Telegram. What version is all that stuff? Because a lot of these Debian things after they start getting a little old, they can't even use Telegram on there anymore. Multimedia. Yeah, it's weird. Audacious, Audacity, and Tata, which I use for my server. Celluloid, I use that one quite a bit. Cheese, Clementine, Easy Effects. I don't know what that is. Let's plug in and see. Interesting. Alicia, Handbrake, Kane Live, VV, Music Cube, OBS Studio, Papwire, Sayona, Shotcut. I use that as my primary editor. Strawberry, VLC, Webcam Line. In Office, you probably have LibreOffice stuff. Let's have Ocular, OnlyOffice, QPDFU, DFUer, and you have Xanthra system. You choose Alacrity. Just install Kitty yourself if you want Kitty. For CPUX, DistroBox. Yeah, if you like DistroBox, you're familiar with that. It's pretty cool. You install other things on there as well. that it can only be found like on the AUR or stuff like that. Snitch. Radio on top. Terminator, Time Shift, Work Manager, VirtualBox, XFC Terminal, and UDO Tool. We got enough stuff that we've installed, so I'll leave that as is. We can install anything on it later too. Install all these later as well as right now. You can skip this whole section if you want and install it later. At least we'll find out, but at least on a browser. If it has Firefox on it, great. You don't have to worry about that, just do Firefox. Want one of the other ones on there, you install those on this part. Or after the fact, or whatever. Whatever your floats your boat. So, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm going to say ahead of time to all those people in Linux Saloon, I forgot to post a link to this, but it's kind of hard when you start streaming to post links at that point. At least for me, I'm not very multitaskable type person half the time. So there you go. So that's that. Then you go next. After you select all software you want to plug on there. Here we got erase the disk. The old deck press this. Bye bye to Krypton. That's I wonder if this constant flashing of the sound is a bug. Could be TileOS gonna take over. Isn't gonna use EF. Reload location master record. Yep, SDA. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna do that. Maybe should we add a swap to file to see what it'll do? Swap to file. Oh, I see. You swap to file, which is it creates a swap file on your hard drive. Swaps to that. You need to swap, or it just no swap at all. In which case, you just depending on how much memory you got to hold everything in your computer. So the default swap to file apparently. So we'll go next on that and call that good. Okay, my full name is Rick Koppel. Couple. Now what I'm doing here, well, yeah, the name you want to use to log in is Rick. Here for C. But this name of the computer identifies you on your network, whatever it is. So I usually put in Dell for Dell Optiplex. Let me see. Another Dell machine. It's just my mom's Dell Dementia over on my server over there. And we will put in a strong and complicated password. Bet you if you were log in automatically, and I'm going to leave that blank, so everything looks good. Next. Says now ready, it tells you everything it's going to do, and voila, install. And it's swelling, sway, and all that kind of stuff. We don't have any issues or problems or crashes or anything like that. We have a working sway system out of the box when we get there. Okay. Well, you've seen some of the interesting things on this so far. I have a couple more I can show you that I know about, some others I may not, so we'll find out. But yeah. So what they've done is interesting thus far. I really like the sway. I may install that on my laptop. Of course, I won't be able to encrypt the drive though anymore. I have it encrypted on here because that way I carry this around occasionally for this, that, and the other thing. So I always shut it down, all that stuff. So if somebody was to find it and get it and take it, at least they couldn't get into my stuff. They'd have to either wipe the drive or the computer, or whatever, to get into the computer, which case would lose all my data. Which would be bad in one sense, but good in another, especially somebody else is going to get it. You'd hate to do that, wouldn't you? So anyway, unpacking images, probably installing files, some of the ones that we had in there. It would take a little bit longer than it would have otherwise. Sway. I've used Sway now for about several months now, most of the year. Most of last year and all of this year so far. And I really enjoyed it. I like the way bar functionality, how it works, that kind of thing. And I like how the key bindings, I've got the key bindings set, so I just pop. And I don't have to worry about using the mouse a whole ton. I do use it some because of this, that, and the other reason. But yeah, but for this, since it is Sway and it does use Wayland, I can't use OBS on it because I use what do you call it? I have a yellow on the screen here. It's white over there. Interesting. The yellow tint to it on this screen. Probably coming away across the other guys too, is yellow. Assuming it will at least. It's white on the big screen up there. So anyway, I really like Sway because I can just go with the key binding, and if I need to, I can just type the Rofi thing in there and up there. Or actually, Wofi is what they use. That's interesting. They're using Wofi since it is Wayland Compositor compatible menu type thing, but I guess they wanted a Rofi. Rofi works alright. I guess it's not as compatible with Wayland as it used to be. There's a lot more applications. There's getting more and more thing. You know what I have to go on KD for here to this is so I can get the X version. I could just go into that other i3 tiling manager. I could just go into that, look at that, and use that. But I think last time I tried it, it had some other issues on it with OBS. Anyway, I just use KD Plasma on it. And this is the older version, 5 point whatever version, but play KD Plasma. And it's got Xorg on it, so that way I can use the global keys. Means if I'm in one workspace and my OBS is another workspace, I can still use keys to activate, change things around on it. It's helpful, especially when doing scene switches over to window 1, like I did earlier with the uh, with the website. Yeah, I first have to go over to the website, so when I hit to go to the lower side, it'll drop down. You won't see me all the OBS stuff flash by as I switch over to the system. So it's 80% done. It's on 6 packages. Yeah. I guess you selected about 6 packages, so installing the packages we had now. Wait. Cat Chupin screen colors. For cat Chupin means. So if you haven't used this, if you haven't used a window manager before, yeah, this may be one of the easier ways to get into it. Window manager. I always said that Awesome Window Manager was a good starting window manager because you can always hit the Control D and it has everything there. It's done now. Restart now. Okay, wait. Leave this. You know. Okay, I got the USB stick out. Looks like I was waiting on stuff, so I'm restarting it. If it restarts, I don't know if it's gonna restart or not. I have to kill it and then start it up again manually. This doesn't work faster. Should have said no, I'll just restart it myself. Thank you very much. Okay, well, it seems to take its sweet time, doesn't it? Oh, just pushed enter and spacebar period. Start pushing buttons. Something will happen. Sure enough, it did. Okay, try advanced option. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna boot into there. Curious what the wallpapers might have. Username. Interesting. And we're in TileOS Sway Edition. I'm gonna disable the power manager. Yeah. And there we had it. See what it install what we thought it installed. Looks like things moved around, so maybe we have text editor. Let's see where stuff installed. There's LibreWolf. What version of that we got? I'm gonna say, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright. Necessities of life had to take place there. Sorry about that, but that's the way it is. Alright. Search the web. Okay, so we were looking, we were looking to see what the Valley version goes. Version is 123.0.1-1. Here there with the LibreWolf over here on my computer. Now you can't see this, but just bear with me. Could take you along for the ride if I wanted to. We're down here on my back of my computer. And let's see where it's yeah, switch this back over here. See how Valley Rule. It's a flat pack version, it's 122.0.1-2. This is actually more later version of it. Cool. So it's up to date. Give me hope for Telegram too. It's obviously one of those back-ported things. Special ported things, or whatever you want to call it. So, get back over here. Oh yeah, here. And now on standard, I changed my sway just to exit a window, just for key binding's sake. It's for, a lot of these don't even have any kind of X or nothing, no buttons on it. How do I close up a stupid window? I can't get it. But what you do is the standard sway to kill a window or close a window is just super shift Q. I always like just super Q and that's it, because I can do it with one hand. I have to use two hands to use super shift Q or configure my left hand weirdly. There you go. Yeah, I wonder what kind of super return your tire can't think what you call it now. So let's say template, but that's not right. Oops, no, doesn't work. Let's see. That's just control hitting plus key, not control shift. Some of them have control shift as a key where I need for that. So you can see what I'm doing here. Terminal, that's what I was looking for earlier. Terminal. Is terminal dim? Oh. Anyway, oh yeah. So I think pay with wallpapers usually kept it. User here. This is one sway image there. That's in the background they have in here. You can add more of your own, of course, and you use other things. I have a whole slew of backgrounds I can use on various distros if I want to, so probably add those in if that's me, but anyway, it looks like we're stuck with this one background for the time being. So we'll show that. Oh, there was one thing I want to show you while I was in there. That is the B top. Normally we have H top, which you use to do that. Yeah, they don't have H top installed here, but they have B top. Gives you a lot more information, a lot more graphic way. And here you have your memory. 3 is 6.26 gigabytes. Cache 624 megabytes. Megabytes, that is, not megabytes. Be awfully small with it. So megabytes and 0.3 gigabytes available. 6.37, excuse me. And you get used 1.29 gigabytes used. That's 7.66. You get a lot more information here about your memory. You see it's clicking along here. Singing a song. Then over here you have your disk, you have your root IO used in the disk, 8%, free 92%, free 100% swap, free 100% temp, I don't have any temporary files on there either. So you get all that information. Down here you have your network for usage. And it gives you your total sync auto 0. Tells you what your adapter name is, all that kind of stuff. And so we're using 8.60 megabytes for a total of 395 kilobytes data is being transferred around, just around with over there in that section. Interesting, very interesting. Kind of stupid. So then here you have all your programs that are running in the Waybar. Aha, you do use Waybar. So yeah, Waybar cooking, ETOP Alacrity, which is our terminal we're in. Terminals in Alacrity. You got Sway, you got the various system D stuff and things like that. Auto tiling. One thing I wonder about this. They have all this extra stuff in here. And so, yeah, we gotta look at the guts of this a minute to see what we got in here, but now we're looking at memory and things like that. So, all this stuff running in the background. You use the same button you use in HTOP to quit. Q. It's Q and away she goes. Back to blank screen. And the other thing, since you don't have a software manager of some kind, or software center, or that kind of thing, I can notice or see, you're constricted to using the keyboard and the terminal to install programs and stuff like that. So if you don't like doing that kind of thing, then don't use this distro. You like that? Cool. I'm used to using apt a lot. So we'll use this, and it's on Debian. It uses apt manager, program manager for its work. So sudo apt update. Me and the keyboards don't get along so well sometimes. That's all those things they have in here. Not a lot of things to go through. Okay, so one package may be upgraded. Run app list upgrade. See it. One package can be upgraded. Yeah, because it's fairly recent install, and so very recent. So yesterday, last time, I didn't have any packages to upgrade to. So the upgrade is sudo apt upgrade. update is to sync the contents of the various repositories with what's on your computer so you know what you have. And then upgrade is to actually do the upgrade for it. Firefox ESR is a package that needs to be, when you know it. So you upgrade that, away it goes. And it is done. So that's what you got there. Now, let's see what else. Oh yeah, we were install something. I don't know what you saw. Sudo apt. Actually, apt is basic. Spell apt. Install back6 eraser. This for searches for. So you do search. Here, let me raise this up. You see what I'm doing? Sorry, I forgot to do that time. So then you just do a search. We have to put sim in front of this, but it helps because then it'll fully new. Just did an update, so it shouldn't have any problem. Search. Text, what's the other thing? Text related. Search for text met, text data, text paint, text paint, text paint. And text pack. I don't like that game. Text too tough on it for me. Text type. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Anyway, let me think some simple I can do. When we install, most y'all know you get the idea though. Yeah, search, yeah, you can check for things like this. Fortunately, it's kind of one of those picky things. You have to spell it exactly right or it doesn't show up on there. So notice you get a lot of stuff sometimes. Probably something like race or green text. What you could do is you could rep this and This is fine. Great. Anyway, we're just blowing time here and just looking at this. So, yes, that's how you install programs on here. And probably could have picked one I knew what it was. I thought about it, picked that ahead of time. About H-top, yeah. That's a good option. You can see the difference between H-top and B-top. We know yes, I have to install Neopatch because it's not found. That's a good example. So we want to install Neopatch and we sudo apt install Neopatch. Yes. Biglet. Interesting. Kaka utility shopper. Toilet fonts. What kind of thing is this Neopatch? And there you got Neopatch. And shell bash. See there we got TileOS T-Rex edition. Optiplex 6.6.15 kernel. Pretty up to date, what do you think? Can you say? Yep. 19. That was one of the things they backport as a kernel. And the 1548 packages. Bash 5.2.15. Sway window manager. Theme is Capuchin Macchiato Standard Blue Dark. Prefer start is icons. Terminals lack pretty. Intel 555 3470 and graphics. Using 839 megabytes out of 785. 7,852 megabytes. This machine. Therefore, you get that's pretty good. So, we'll look at that. Now let's go and view some of the other things. Download that one file. I just want to find out what it was about, right? So let's X out of this. Right. So I said correctly too. There you thing. It comes with Vim. Some of your Vim people will be happy about that. So it comes with Nano, I believe. B-top range. Everything select. My input big. Huh. What's that, I wonder? Let's find out. Sway input big. Oh. This a. Alrighty. Interesting. You have to remove that. It's something to do with the keyboard inputs and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Repeat delay, repeat rate, all that kind of stuff. Cap locks you have on or off. I guess when you log in, that kind of thing. Yeah, so interesting. What I want to look at. Let's see what I installed. There's mousepad installed that. And the Pluma though is also text editor. Zote. What was it? I don't think so. Calf plug-in pack. Easy effects, that's what it was. Oh, easy effects on what? List. Obviously, we don't have any music or videos or nothing, whatever. Easy effects on. So, fire, input, output. Interesting, isn't it? Well, that is interesting. Layers, effects, output, input, power, presets. But we need to close this up, I think, probably. We don't have any wallpapers to look at. But you can put whatever you want on it, I'm sure. Find your files and plug them in. But where you plug them in at, you just wonder. Let's find out. That's the last thing we need to do is look at the where's it at? There's effects. Audio stream not modified. It's audio type thing. Okay. So we need to look at the config file. So nano. Okay. Forgot the dot on the front. Never forget your dots. Sway. Hey. And that's the entirety of the sway file. Not really, but it is. Take a big file that you normally see all the stuff and key bindings and everything else thrown in there. Then reduce down by using a lot of include statements. But it's kind of modulated them out and put them out. See, here's the sway workspaces, sway outputs. Your home, big. But another thing I'm wondering is where does it get the big file? Oh, his outputs. There's a lot of things that pull from etc directory. Sway. A couple of things it pulls from the home directory. Those variables from variable D. Variables, etc. Sway styling. Themes. So where do you change your wallpaper at though, daggum it? Probably be in the output function, I think, or something like that. Even I gotta get my eyes figured out again. So you got this you got those include files, you can use those as maps. Or faster way to print this out of wood, so then you just go to whatever ones. But you got two functions that work here in this area. So let's go to CD into it, alright? Do config sway. And here, config file, you got config D and config variables. Now, the idea of this is that you put in variables of things like your browser or stuff like that that you have listed in there. So you have a separate spot where when updates happen, it won't kill your customizations. Just change the main config file, stuff like that, and the ATC get pulled into over here. So that's good. So if you go ls variable d, it's a readme md file over there. So nano variable d. And you see variable overrides for sway. Refer to accept or sway variables for global variables that can be overridden here. Okay. And then it any examples of variables you use, like say you had a variable in your original file for your let's say you had alacrity for your terminal. Well, obviously we do. So somewhere buried in the files is the variables for the term, I think is what it's called. And it's set for alacrity. So you can set term to be foot client, is foot, which is a more Wayland compatible terminal than what alacrity and Kitty is. So it's supposed to be faster and all that kind of stuff. Make a foot client instance the default terminal for even faster terminal windows. So you set that down over here. So you should do that. I don't think you have to have the quotation mark around it when you put it in, so maybe wrong about that, but thanks to those variables. The interesting is if you want to have your windows follow after moving them, you set the focus after move to true. It's interesting. I never knew that before, so that's interesting. Let's go over here, see if that works. Okay. Right now, say we want to move this to let's move it to 3. There's 3, but we didn't follow it there, did we? Nope, sure didn't. So we go to 3, you have to go to 3 to see it again. If you have this set according to them after it'll move this with it. And you set it there, so we'll save this. And exit. Now, let's move this to 5. I have to reboot or something like that, or redo the whole thing, probably. Probably. I have to put my own key binding for my close thing. I like having up here and do this with the keyboard, with the mouse. Reboot. So yeah, I'm not having to do that with the mouse, but I don't have to. You can load up pretty quick though. Okay, so let's open up a couple of terminal windows. Let's move that one to 3. And looks like we're still 1 and work. Well, I guess I need some work on that part of it, but anyway, should have done it, but it didn't. So anyway, you get that, then you also have your Sway files. There's a lot more things here. You get modes, output, inputs, big D, config. And this config file is a standard config file. You know, what am I going to do when I add my config file? Config file on here, config file on my desktop. You know, my laptop here, framework. It's got a standard config file that does everything. It doesn't have any imports into other files and stuff like that. I don't know how drastic that is or what, but I could easily move my config file over to here and use it instead. Have all my key bindings and everything set, ready to go. That has advantages. Obviously, I have waybar on it, so we should activate waybar immediately on use. I kind of like some of the functionality they have with this bar up here. But it works. I'm kind of curious what bar is on it. So let's check it out. Let's see. Outputs, which is a directory. So let's default screen comp. Dare we look at it? Yeah, let's just do right here. So that will just cat it. Let's go default. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good when Google takes over on it. Here's all that's in the output. Oh. Yeah, that's just the text of the thing. So that's if you need to set your outputs as reset, resolution, that kind of thing for your screens using that function. Just so it stays delay message -t and output. And there's all your available modes that you have on your screen that you can change and put those into. Just an example, Let's see what you got. So let's see what else we have here. So we have Styling variables. That's just variables, sure. Aha. So you got Bluetooth menu. Got Bluetooth. Lock, turn float, Bluetooth. There's one of the Bluetooth functions up there. Here, for terminal emulator is Alacrity. For directory, go home. That's all the thing you can do there. Alacrity, all the various programs you can put up programs here. It activates, I think. And the command is just set the specific thing. Yeah, floating alacrity if you wanted that one. Floating shell. A roughy theme, light button. Base, background base. Light, foreground blue, foreground text, border color blue, window border 2. Where you can change some of the colors. Now there's where you want to change roofy. I don't like the roofy you got here, which is all these bits of stuff here. AOD runs, we got all the complex other stuff too. Zombies and all that. Zombie basically means you get combination of modes. So show combi equals modi drun run terminal command terminal post and a long thing there. Just change show combi to show drun. Here's what I do. You might want to mess with it, but not, so it depends on. Thing is, you can here's where you can go and adjust things. Volume notification. That's one of the things he's flashing up there. Volume of SH. These scripts sway. Either share sway scripts volume. That's where that comes from. Brightness. Notify. See, this is their variables. Pulse mixture. There are a lot of things here you can tell. They use it by terminal a lot. Probably have something that takes a combination of things and process. Your number of workspaces, workspace 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. You can name whatever you want. You can name your space. From Federation to quadrant 4 or whatever. And do it that way. From Delta quadrant, Alpha quadrant, Beta quadrant. Or C stands for quadrant. You can do all that if you wanted to. Make it fancy. Like, let's just do this. Show you what I mean. This is super read. I think it's not a read and comma, is it? We didn't do sudo. Yeah, I think that's probably right. We didn't do that, so we can't change anything anyway. So, or can we? Okay. I don't think it'll let us when we try to save it. Or we'll do it. Error writing variable permission denied. Got to put sudo on front of nano and use that way. Here's our screenshots. Rimshot. A different way though. Hey. Swappy dash F. Interesting. So we got all these interesting things in there. And then screenshot, you take that. Boy. Let's go out of here. Anyway, that's the basic guts of the thing. All these various different files you can look at. And you can examine them and figure out what's what. It takes too long to go through all of them and look at them in depth here. This time we're already probably running long. So I'm going to cut her short, but that's TileOS. The advantage of TileOS is supposed to set up so you can be you can I cannot spell. Okay, so advantage of TileOS, what do we have on 3? I forgot. The okay. Advantage is preset up for you. You have all these functions over here. Some quite handy like this one. Found out where key bindings are. And I are saving the same. And yeah, this is a desktop, so you don't worry about batteries. You just need to save power, and that's how I tell it to. That's how I like it. We have all the stuff across the top that we talked about earlier. And yeah, so they have a pretty interesting slew of things. So yeah, we'll check it out more in detail as we go. But and you can download this and play with it, see what the key bindings are, get used to them, or you can just use it like a regular computer, and you can go up there to the spot where it has where you got all the firmware is like it, just like GNOME does pretty much. But yeah, just interesting stuff. And so with that said, there's Telegram desktop. I put that into, didn't we? Yeah. Alright, let's go look at what we got on this so far. So that's pretty much it. And it's supposed to be breaking ground, and that you can attach various file managers to the same distro. And it's going to be open, I think, for other people to be able to do this too. And so look for Hyperland, i3, some of the other ones come in, work with that as well. So, yeah, do I like it? Yeah, I kind of like it. I like some of the functionality of it. I'm not sure how to integrate with this current Sway version I got. I think it integrated very well with it. But I have to go in and figure out how to change bindings, that kind of thing. There's a spot for it somewhere in there, I'm sure, but I'm not sure where module has a key binding in for it. Or which ones, maybe I already saw it. Looks at one of my variables, maybe. I'm not sure. At any rate, that's what how the ball rolls. That's what we got. So until next time, remember, don't forget to subscribe and those kind of things. Click the like button if you like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, the links force be with you. Bye.